I am QO, and I greet you in the love and in the light of the one infinite Creator whom we serve as we serve you. Such indeed is our intent. We wish to thank you for requesting information which called our group, for it is a privilege to be able to attempt to be of service to you. If there is anything which we say that speaks not to you with the voice of inspiration, disregard it, please, for we are as valuable as are you, and as little likely to penetrate the mystery of the uniqueness of each entity's past. Take what is for you and leave the rest, my friends. Your power of discrimination are one of your strongest tools. When you request information on enlightenment and appropriate methods for attaining it, you are speaking of attaining a manifestation rather than an essence. For enlightenment can only be seen by its reflection. Just as light itself is the creature and creation of love, so also is enlightenment the creature and manifestation of the thought of love which an entity has made his or her own. Let us turn then from the manifestation to the essence. How to achieve communion in the unity of consciousness and love is perhaps the most basic, magical question which could be asked. Magical? Magical in the sense that any entity which desires power, whether on the positive or negative path, must form a congruency of a kind with the original thought of love in order to create personal power. Each pilgrim which embarks upon the path of attempting to increase the pace of the spiritual journey. So, each student of metaphysics is also a student of magic in the most pure sense. Not in the sense of enchantments, ointments, curses, and blessings, but in the sense of developing personal power. Enlightenment is the manifestation of focused power given a coherent shape, a degree of desire which one has towards the achieving of spiritual goals. The most basic tool for the achievement of a realization of a life lived in magic is meditation, for meditation introduces you to yourself. You may not like what you see. You may discover many thoughts that do not stop, thoughts that do not seem important, thoughts that you do not control. You may find yourself ill-suited at first to meditation from a physical viewpoint, the body being perhaps not used to sitting completely still without falling asleep. And yet, if all you discover about yourself over and over is, as far as you know, that you are dissatisfied with your meditations, nevertheless, the intent that sits you in a chair, or on the floor, or on the ground, and puts you in the kingdom of silence is fulfilling completely its part in your development as a magical personality. For it is not only intent, but intent carried through with even and steadfast perseverance that creates personal power. As to personal power, there are many distortions of the magical personality, and those who seek enlightenment are for the most part seeking positively polarized distortions of that one great original thought. That is, the path to enlightenment is considered by those to whom service to others is a goal, to be the service to others path. May we say we find it to be the preferable one, but do not wish to influence your thinking beyond a certain point. Once you have meditated, frustratingly or pleasantly makes no difference, for long enough to perceive yourself differently than you did before you began to meditate, you will begin to experience outward changes in your perceptions. This is due to the fact that the contact with the essence of love, the one original thought of the Creator, causes a continuing shift in the point of view. The method of evaluation of data becomes more and more regularized and polarized towards valuing those things which are considered to be of service to others and to the Creator, and devaluing those things which are seen as unethical or service to self. You will find many wars going on within yourself during this period, and it is as though everything that you did know methodically becomes torn away. This is necessary. This is a necessary and a continuing part of the spiritual path, for distortions are all that we notice. It is difficult for the critical consciousness to perceive complete regularity in an infinite configuration. No, my friends, each of us notices particularities, and it is by emphasizing certain dynamic tensions that polarity itself takes place. And so you may go through a short or lengthy period during which you are seeking with your mind and your heart. You are offering yourself to meditation, and things basically are falling apart for you. If this does not happen to you in at least a small way, if you are not reevaluating your point of view after a certain amount of time meditating, it is perhaps for you to meditate a little bit longer or a little bit more regularly. Perhaps you have a high tolerance for the illusion, and to awaken from it may take a little more. In no way become discouraged because this may be so, for your intent will bring you that which you desire. The only variable is what you call time, and there are mysteries in each entity's life pattern having to do with the higher self's choice of lessons to be learned in any incarnation, which may prohibit the apparent perception of enlightenment. Be patient with yourself at all times. Ask of yourself only that you be faithful once you have decided to seek the truth. Once you have begun this journey, you shall never arrive. For part of you is always aware of what you do not know. Another part is learning and is quite disorganized. And another part has learned something recently and is resting and is waiting to see what the next lesson may be. My friends, you are complex people. However, enlightenment is essence in importance. And your perception of enlightenment is the shadow of the reality of compassion. As you meditate, as you begin to widen your point of view, never rest, for there is always another refinement which may offer more beauty to your own consciousness of love, and for you to reflect that consciousness, for you to seem enlightened, a light to those around you, is a most helpful thing to wish. Never suspect that enlightenment benefits the enlightened one. Enlightened entities, my friends, for the most part, work very hard and do not consider themselves enlightened. No. Enlightenment is for the benefit of lightening others' weary loads, lifting other people's spirits with an enlightened smile or a few soft words. Seek the essence of compassion. Seek the Creator, which is all truth and all love. Enlightenment will be your harvest. We wish you a good appetite for meditation, my friends, for it will stand you in good stead. We would at this time transfer to the one known as Jim. We leave this instrument with the word love and the vibration light. I am QO. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for a brief intermission.